You've thought about it, haven't you? Somewhere deep in the back of your mind. The perfect crime. The heist that's so flawless, it makes history and leaves no trace. Well, here's the truth. It's nearly impossible. Nearly. But let's imagine for a moment. Here's how you could pull off the perfect bank heist, step by step, purely in theory. Step 1. Choose your target. Not all banks are created equal. Forget the small-town savings and loans. Those are high risk, low reward. Instead, aim for a metropolitan bank that handles large cash transfers, the kind with a vault stuffed full of money on any given day. But you can't just walk in blind. You need weeks of reconnaissance. Study everything. When money deliveries arrive, how guards patrol the area, and when the cleaning staff leaves. If you don't know the daily rhythm of the bank, you're doomed before you start. Step 2. Inside information. The second step is critical. Inside information. Every perfect heist needs a mole, someone who works on the inside and can give you what no one else can. Floor plans, alarm schedules, and even the vault's combination. Ideally, this person doesn't even know they're helping you. Maybe they're just a friendly cashier who talks too much, or a maintenance worker who leaves their key card unattended for a few seconds. Subtlety is your weapon here. Step 3. Assemble the crew. No one does this alone. Forget Hollywood's 11-person circus. In real life, the fewer people involved, the better. But you do need specialists. The hacker to handle cameras, alarms, and electronic locks. The infiltrator who can blend in, bypass physical security, and gain access to restricted areas without raising suspicion. The driver, your escape artist, who knows the city like the back of their hand. And the locksmith, who can get you into the vault when the tech fails. Old school skills still matter. The key is trust. Every member must know their role, and no one gets greedy. History is littered with heists gone wrong because of egos and betrayal. Step 4. Neutralize security. Security is your biggest obstacle. Modern banks are armed with motion detectors, thermal sensors, and biometric locks. Theoretical perfection means neutralizing all of them without detection. Here's how it might play out. Your hacker deploys a custom malware into the bank's system. This malware loops the security camera feeds, showing an empty vault while your team moves inside. Meanwhile, they disable motion sensors using a jammer. Illegal, but effective. And thermal sensors? You might use a heat-reflective spray or foil to mask body heat temporarily. Every system has a vulnerability. The trick is knowing which one to exploit. Now it's time to execute everything. The heist begins with precision. You've already studied the layout and neutralized external security. Now it's time to move. Phase 1. Entry. Your crew approaches the main entry of the bank under cover of darkness. The waiting room is empty and silent. Cameras have already been looped by your hacker, freezing the feeds to show a quiet, untouched bank. The reception desk is your first stop. Your infiltrator slips behind it, looking for access cards or hidden security overrides. Most banks rely on key cards for restricted areas, and one overlooked card can save hours. Phase 2. Security on level 1. From the reception area, you move deeper into the bank. Your goal is to reach the stairway to level -1 that leads to the vault, but you'll need to bypass the security restricted area first. This room is a fortress in its own right. Keycard access, surveillance cameras, and silent motion alarms. Here, your hacker goes to work again, looping basement feeds, jamming motion sensors, and ensuring no automatic alerts go out. Your infiltrator uses the stolen access card or tools to slip through the restricted doors without setting off any physical locks. Phase 3. Descent to the vault. With security bypassed, you reach the stairway to level -1. A narrow, quiet descent to the most protected part of the bank. Every footstep echoes off the walls. You move in total silence because down here, any mistake would mean game over. Your infiltrator leads, scanning for heat sensors or last-minute surprises. Step 5. Breaking into the vault. The first thing you face is another security-restricted area. This is the bank's final defensive line, patrolled by cameras and alarms on standby. Your hacker works double time here, looping any remaining basement surveillance and freezing alarm systems. If you don't neutralize this room, you'll never reach the prize. Once cleared, you approach the vault room. The massive steel door stands like a monument to security. A combination lock, time release mechanisms, and reinforced hinges. Your locksmith steps forward. This is their moment. With tools steady and ears trained for the faintest clicks, they work methodically to crack the combination. Each successful turn of the lock feels like a breath of relief. This process can take minutes that feel like hours, but patience is key. If you rush, you fail. When the vault finally opens, you're inside the vault storage, the crown jewel of the heist. Rows of safety deposit boxes, bundles of cash, and high-value items surround you. But greed is the enemy here. You stick to the plan: small, portable valuables only. Gold, jewelry, untraceable assets, anything you can grab quickly and carry without slowing the escape. Step 6, the escape. The getaway is as important as the heist itself. Ideally, you've already planned 3 separate escape routes. Your driver navigates through side streets and alleys, avoiding any traffic cameras along the way. Once clear, you ditch the van and split up. No flashy spending, no sudden vacations. The money is laundered through shell companies or converted into untraceable assets like cryptocurrency. You disappear into the shadows, leaving nothing but mystery behind. You're gone before anyone knows what happened. If you've planned it right, the perfect crime leaves nothing but an empty vault and a mystery. In theory, yes, but in reality, the perfect heist is a myth. Technology advances, people make mistakes, and greed destroys trust. The odds aren't in your favor, but it's fun to imagine, isn't it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, this is just a theory. Don't try this at home. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Support me by liking this video and sharing if you found it interesting. We think you'll enjoy the videos on the screen.